You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Chet.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.
Lots of energy.
Bustling Philadelphia on I-95, a gorgeous night for basketball. Welcome to the city of brotherly love. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2. Hey, Dave.
Even though Che's been in the league a short time, guys, he's been in the spotlight for quite a while. No surprise that the shoe companies have taken notice. They're looking to capitalize on his notoriety. Thus he lands the big-time endorsement deal. I suppose any press is good press. Guys?
Thank you, David. I think we all knew a shoe deal would be coming his way at some point.
Well, it's the benefit of being a star in college for 4 years. You've established yourself as a household name, and Che's people are leveraging that.
And now, a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll begin a long road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Here we go. You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off.
And Cleveland making a change here. Where you start in the standings could be very different, Clark, from where you finish. As a team, what do you do to continue to improve as the season goes on?
I think it's a combination of little things and guys getting more familiar and more accepting of their role. But I think it's always attention to detail, Kevin. That's really where teams make the most improvement, not forgetting the little things on a daily basis, the habits that produce winning over time.
Plays it up off the glass.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Philadelphia.
The 76ers leading by 13. Thibault, the pass to Horford. Here's Thibault. No good on that one.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
Pass to Embiid from past the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. Nance has got his 4th rebound in this one. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
There's the pass to Embiid. Here's Thibault. Wide open. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Embiid kicks to Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And trying to break loose. No good there. And it's Burke with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers with a 9-point lead. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. A slam dunk by Garland.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Thibault, the pass to Horford. Embiid trying to break loose. Horford, no luck.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. And let's take a look now at Joel Embiid's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season. 2nd in rebounding, 4th in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Al Horford. And Harris subbed in for Josh Richardson. O'Quinn in the post. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. And the 76ers lead by 7. Outside, Martin. He dishes it to Henson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close. Boy, the Sixers have come a long way in a short period of time. I mean, 2 years after finishing as the 4th worst team in the league, guys, they came within a few points of making the Eastern Conference Final. Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Minute 42 left to play here in the first. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. And the Sixers team has championship aspirations. Clark, can they make it out of the East, you think?
Yeah, I think this Sixers team, guys, is very much capable of being an Eastern Conference champion. I mean, we forget about all the midseason trades they had a season ago. They didn't have a lot of time to ferment and gel. I think with a full season, training camp and a full season, with the players they have, they're going to be a force in the East for several years.
Pass to Garland. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
52 seconds left here in the first quarter. On the wing, Harris. He kicks it to Scott. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Burke. D right on him. He doesn't hit that one. To the inside. Goes back up. No good on that one. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Here's Thibault, and he nails the jumper. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now and... Al Horford Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign.
What put me over the edge to make this switch is just the depth that I saw with this team. It's an up-and-coming young team that we have a chance to be good for many, many years, and it was something I wanted to be a part of.
Blank. Platoon swap here for Cleveland. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Colin Sexton is out there with Porter. Here's Thibault, defended by Sexton. Thibault, the pass to Embiid. 5 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. And no good that time. And Cleveland will come the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Thibault. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Thibault's got his second bucket of the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Porter. Pass to Horford. Back to Richardson. Embiid, the pass to Thibault. In the corner, it's Richardson. Fires from deep. They get it back. Embiid. Out of hand on it. Inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now, just a 2-point 76ers lead. And for the 76ers, they're shooting 41% for the game.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers. You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Back to Sexton. Feeds it to Nance. Good work defensively by Horford. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Embiid comes with a double team. Back to Osman. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Osman's got 6 points.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry, and you're right on that. These threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire, and they've yet to find the match.
Outside Porter. Pass to Nance. Here's Osman, guarded by Horford. Back to Osman. Fires the three. Another three for Cleveland.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alderman.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive. That edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. The dish to Nance. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Porter against Richardson. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. They'll begin a long road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. The 76ers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Grady's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
Good D by Embiid.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The 76ers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Back to Clarkson. Fades. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. It's time now to go. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The 76ers with some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Jonah Bolden comes in for Al Horford. And it's James Ennison for Richardson. To the middle. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 18.
Man, it's so good to see how Dellavedova plays to his strengths, guys. I mean, specifically, how he finds the open man. Nice.
You've got Ennis. Burke is out there with Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Bolden in at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Off target with his 3.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Kept alive. The 76ers leading by 4. Thibault, the pass to Burke. Here's Bolden. Jacks up a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Outside, Martin. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Ennis. Beyond the arc. And that one's good. Thibault's got 10 points in the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Kicks it to O'Quinn. The pass to Thibault. He can't hit that time. And Cleveland the other way now. Martin with it. Now guarded by Ennis. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that. My dad and siblings, that's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Dellavedova, Cleveland moving the ball around and stolen by Burke, and they're pushing it up. Here's Thibault, defended by Dellavedova.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Pass to Garland. Shoots over Burke. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Garland.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
And the 76ers call time here. And some changes here for the 76ers. Mike Scott comes in for Jonah Bolden, and Tobias Harris subbed in for James Ennis. And Cleveland also making a change. Porter's checked in. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
You said it, Kevin. He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Here's Thibault. 10 points for him. And the basket by Harris.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And stolen by Harris. Yep, that one goes in there. And now a 6-point 76ers lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Henson trying to break free. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Passes it to Thibault. Second chance shot. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Cleveland. And that one misses.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Burke looking over the floor. Back to Harris. Lets it go with the 3. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Another miss by Philadelphia. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Garland. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harris.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Nance comes in for John Henson, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now here's Burke. He's covered by Clarkson. Burke can't get it to go.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And it's Osman missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. For Philadelphia, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Burke hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. For 3. And the three ball is good. Clarkson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And the rejection by Embiid.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead. So it's Cleveland winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Hey, Jay, I got a request from Hank and the Hornet. You good to go?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay, cool.
Jay, welcome in. You're on with Hank and the Hornet.
Get real or get stung.
Yeah, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, I'm good, man.
Awesome. So I want to ask you about your growth as a player. You have come a long way since the beginning of the season. I'm just wondering, who's most responsible for that?
Hey, that's a good question, man. I'm gonna have to go with Coach.
Okay, why is that?
Because, man, you know, the level of faith he has in me as a player, it allows me to do my thing.
That's all it takes, faith. Man, I keep believing I'm gonna win the lottery, but I am rolling snake eyes, buddy. No dice.
I mean, what else you want me to say?
We don't want you to say anything, Jay. We're just asking questions, man.
It doesn't sound like you're asking a question. Hey, what is that?
Looks like we got some beef brewing.
No, man, look, it's no beef, man. I'm just saying, you know, Coach really helped me out. So I don't have any beef with you two.
Of course not, Jay. Just ignore him, okay? He's not housebroken.
I got you.
Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we got with Jay. So, Jay, thanks so much for joining us. A real pleasure, as always.
Hey, for sure, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Watch what you say, Jay. Come on.
What you talking about, man? Man, y'all tripping, man. You right. My bad. I'll take it back.
Alright, just open from beginning. See who wants the first shots at that injury.
Hey, Jay.
What's up, Don?
Good to see you.
You too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Jay. Good to see you, buddy.
Got an interview later, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So this one.